We are going to talk all things allergy. Disclaimer, this is not medical advice, recommendations, or a diagnosis. This is simply information. This does not take the place of a well child check or a sick visit. If you do have any questions, you need to see your healthcare provider. So what are allergies? Allergies are an inflammatory response that happens within your body. So you breathe in an allergen and an inflammatory response starts in your nose, in your the mucosa membranes there, and you produce some swelling, and then it increases your mucus production, and then from there you can get smaller children the middle ear infection, the postnasal drip down their throat where their throat is scratching and hurts, and then that dry hacky cough that some get. It can progress to like full-blown sinus infections, upper respiratory infections, and things like that. A lot of people use over-the-counter remedies, your Zyrtec, your Claritin, your Zazol, your Allegra, and those seem to work well for a lot of folks. Many people who have used them for years and years and years have to rotate through because their body becomes used to it. And a lot of folks here recently with these 2 hurricanes that have blown in have been super flared up, and they're coming to me saying, you know, my child has been on Zyrtec forever, but it's just not working. And we've switched over to Singulair and or Claritin, and that's not working either. What can we do? First off, for all children and all adults, my number 1 recommendation is going to be nasal saline. Right, that's going to be my go-to treatment is saline up in the nose and then pull it out with a bulb suction or make them blow it out. That is your best treatment as far as cleaning your sinus cavities or your nares out. And then if your normal over-the-counter allergy medicine isn't working, I always encourage my patients to try a more natural supplement. I like D-Hist. It has the natural products in it that are histamine that help with the inflammatory process. You can order it online, but I've had a lot of patients who their normal routine of Claritin in the morning and Zyrtec at night wasn't working, and they've tried this and they've had really good results. And it's a natural, like your body produces it. Sometimes it just needs more of it or just needs some help supporting it. So that makes you feel good giving it to your babies. There is also some products that we use. I've put in my highlights before. It's a nasal spray. Everybody in my family has one, and my children my oldest child will ask for it when she wakes up congested. It is Seagate nasal spray. You can look at it. It has a lot of natural products in it, and so that's what we use, and that helps clears our congestion like that. So a staple that I like to have in our house. And then I also use, so once it's progressed from like just allergens or allergic rhinitis, and it progresses to a cold, a full-on cold or upper respiratory illness, we tend to pull out the big guns in this case. I've mentioned before, I love oregano oil. And so we do oregano oil, the Seagate nasal spray, and essentially Savvy Breathe on our feet. That is our regimen. And I stick to that pretty heavily in our family, and when we get kind of bogged down with colds or with even allergies. My patients get suggested to use those things. They also get suggested elderberry. And when you make your own elderberry, you put honey from your area in it. So homegrown honey from around your area is pollinated with what's here. And so when everything starts to bloom and grow and blow, then your body is used to it. It's been taken in. So you're building natural antibodies up to be able to fight off that inflammatory reaction that in the past would have flared up really fast. So again, I use essentially Savvy. I mean, her products are amazing, and she's got everything right there. It's easy to buy. So I get her elderberry kit, and we use some local grown honey. My favorite, just because it tastes very good and my kids like it the most, is Mateo Martinez. He has really good honey in our area. And so we use his honey, and we make our own elderberry syrup. So if you've got, these bad allergens that are kicking your tail and kicking your kid's tail, support them. Support them with good foods, support them with a good nasal spray, support them with a good allergy or antihistamine, support them with a daily regimen of something that's going to boost their immune system. It's going to boost their system to be able to handle all of the attack. Right now, especially where some schools are 6 weeks into the school and others are 4 weeks into the school, and then we've started all these activities back and our kids are tired, they're exhausted because they haven't been used to doing anything since we had 6 months off, and then you throw in crap food and the crap weather and you get a bad response. So I just encourage you, a lot of sleep, good healthy foods, put some staples in your cabinet that I've discussed here, support your child daily with a good vitamin or elderberry syrup, and you should be able to put up a good fight against allergies.